Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we will talk about navigating the websites, okay, with Selenium or opening URLs using Selenium. So before going to the functions and everything, right, I would like to show you first one of the class known as navigation, okay. So when I say navigation class, okay, this class has couple of methods known as back, forward, refresh, to. And as the name is given, right, for the methods, it's clearly understandable or it's clearly easy to correlate these terms with the web browser, right? Like if we click on the back button, if you wanted to click on the back button, we should use back function. If you wanted to click on the forward, then we should use forward function. If you wanted to refresh our page, we should use the refresh function, okay? And same goes to to. So to is basically where we wanted to navigate to, okay? So this is the function by which we can navigate to any of the URLs or open any of the URLs. Apart from this, before going to the next method, I will show you, or I will try to make it very clear to you guys that when we say the websites, right? Websites are basically, or the website path, right? Basically, which we call as URL. We need to pass a fully qualified URL. Okay. So what is fully qualified URL? First of all. So when I say fully qualified URL, it means a complete URL in simple terms. Okay. Is a string that represent a complete address of the resource, okay, where you need to pass the complete address. It's not like you can give any of the URL and it will work, right? That URL should be correct. That's what it means, okay. It includes the protocol. First of all, you should pass HTTPS or HTTP, the domain name and the IP address. So if you see the below example, this is your protocol, okay. This part is your domain, and this is the path where the specific resource is present, okay. So if you wanted to navigate to this particular domain, you can give this much of path, but if you wanted to navigate to a specific resource, you need to pass a specific path after this also, okay. So make sure what actually you are trying to navigate to, or what actually you're trying to open, okay. So we discussed about navigate, right? Navigation, one of the class. But there is one more method which we more frequently use as compared to navigation, which is known as get. Okay. So there are two methods basically by which you can open the URL in the Chrome browser. The first method is get method, and the second method is navigation class method known as to. So if someone asks you what this two methods belongs to WebDriver or some other class, so yes, it is belongs to some other class known as navigation. Okay, make sure guys you remember it, because sometime in the aptitude or something they will give you, or they will ask you these questions. So this function actually it's not belongs to WebDriver, but it actually belongs to navigation class, okay. And that's where sometimes people don't wanted to use this class specifically. They wanted to go ahead with the WebDriver method known as get, okay. Both of these methods takes a URL in it, okay. You have to pass the string in it, okay, and it will navigate you to that particular URL. String means again the URL. I'll show you the code snippet. 1 minute. Yeah. So if you talk about the code snippet, this is the code, right? You will write driver, then get function, and inside that get function, you have to pass the URL, okay, which will be as a string. Make sure, guys, you are putting that URL in the double quotes. That's how Java takes things in a string. Same goes with the to function. You have to pass a string as in URL, okay? So you have to enclose that URL in a double quotes. Okay, so I hope it is clear now. Let's move to our demo section. We will see how we can do the same thing in actual environment. Okay, let me clear this out. Yeah, so if you see here, I have already created one URL. Okay, I have specified one URL here, and I'm opening the browser here. Okay, so after opening the browser, my next task is to open the URL. So what I'll do, I'll write driver dot get. And in this one, I will pass this URL as it's already do. Okay. So if I run this, it will open the URL or it will open that particular site. Okay. Let me run this program quickly. I'm using double screen, so maybe the browser will open in the next another screen. So I'll show you guys, no issues. I'll pull that window here as soon as it will open. Yeah. So if you see, it's get open. Okay. And we are navigated to the rediffmail.com. So this is the first way, right? The second way, as I said, you can use navigate class. So how we know this navigate is a navigate function is a navigation class from the navigation class. You see here, right? This is how we read it. This is the function name. This is the class name. Again, this class is a child class of WebDriver. Okay. So navigate. If you wanted to see actual, how come, I mean, just to prove you guys like how we can use navigation things, okay, how you can create the navigation class object. I'll show you. Nav. Okay, change it to navigation. Sorry. Okay, now we have nav object. Now we can use the function to, right? So don't get confused, guys, if somebody used the navigation class. Okay, that URL. Now you can run this. And you can see also here, before running, I would like to show you, see, the other functions are also there, like back, forward. These all functions are there. So what I will do, I'll go to okay, for URL. And then I will wait for 2 minutes. Okay. Or 2 seconds. Okay. Let me add throw clause. Don't get confused with this statement. For the timing, just understand that it will stop the execution for 2 seconds. Okay. And then I wanted to go back to the blank screen before navigating to the URL, right? What was the screen? So let's run it and see how it works. Let me pull the browser in the screen as soon as it opens. Yeah, so you can see the browser is open, and again, it's clicked on the back button and it's, right? It went back. Same, you can use the forward. Again, you can use thread.sleep so that you can see, okay, the differences. Let me run it again. So it's opened the rediff. It will wait for 2 seconds. Click on the back button. Now again, it's clicked on the forward button. So this is how you can use these functions. And if you wanted to use this back and forward buttons, you can use navigation class. Apart from this, instead of writing these lines, right? Again, the ones which we generally use is driver.get. But if you still wanted to use driver.navigate, you should do it in an efficient way in the single line. Okay, instead of writing all these lines, because we don't want it to go back and forward, right, so frequently. So this should be your efficient code, okay, by which you will be able to navigate to that particular URL. Let me run this. Yeah, so it's navigated to your rediff.com. So that's it for this video. I hope this video will be helpful for you guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video.